Good evening. I'm Dr. Jeff Burke, Superintendent of Schools for Splendora ISD. Last week, we released our plan for returning to school. I wanted to talk a little bit more about that and provide a little bit more detail so that our community and parents and students have clarity as they're making their choices about coming back. So, over the past few weeks and months, we've been communicating with the Texas Education Agency, with local health departments, with our local health department, with state agencies about planning a return to school and how to do that in a safe and responsible way. So as you can see from our plan, we are going to be returning to school on Monday, August 17th. All students will be returning in some format. So I want to talk a little bit about that today. Beginning August 17th, that Monday, we will bring back pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade students only who have chosen on-site instruction. Everyone else will be learning in a remote environment. That could be through technology or it could be through packets, depending on the availability of devices and internet connection in our community. To that end, we have ordered additional devices and hotspots in the event that we need to continue to support remote learning or online learning as this situation unfolds. So back to our staggered schedule. So pre-K, K, and 1 will be coming back that first week. The purpose of that is to bring back small groups of students, and we've decided to start with our youngest learners so that we can get them in the building, teach them about proper safety and health protocols, and give them instruction that is desperately needed. We will monitor that week, perfect our practices so that our custodians, our teachers, and our staff feel good about the protocols that we put in place. If that week goes well, the next week we will bring up second and third grade students who have chosen to learn on site. Pre-K, K, and 1 will still come to school. We'll continue the same process that we did the first week in making sure that students are being instructed in proper protocols, getting up to speed on Canvas, getting devices worked out. And then the week after that, if things go well in the second week, we will bring up grades 4 through 8. Again, the purpose of that is to bring up small groups and make sure that our protocols are working and that we're practicing those things with fidelity. After that, on September 8th, that's when our high school students will return in a hybrid model. The high school staff is working diligently on a plan that will explain what that hybrid model will look like, and that will continue for the remainder of the first 9 weeks grading period. Now there's a lot more detail to go into, but those were the main things I wanted to address. We'll also be releasing our full back to school instructional plan, which is quite detailed and explains the difference between remote learning and on-site learning, and the different levels of accountability for attendance and instruction that we're going to have in place this year. This will look very different for our students than it did in the spring. In the spring, most districts were forced to pivot very quickly. We adapted as well and went to a Google Classroom as our primary form of instruction. We've adopted a learning management system called Canvas that will make it much easier for students, parents, and teachers to access content and curriculum, because we're going to need that robust system due to the amount of accountability that we're under heading into the school year. Grades will matter, attendance will matter, and this plan will detail how those things are going to be measured and collected. So, as we move forward, please continue to monitor our social media. Please continue to monitor the communication from the district, because health conditions and other factors may warrant us to pivot and to be flexible and to adjust our plans. We're going to make every effort not to do that. Like I said at the beginning, we've been in consultation with our health department, and we feel like this plan satisfies the recommendations that they have put forth for us to bring back small groups of students progressively as we get back to school. So I hope that was helpful. I'm sure you're going to have lots of questions after this video, but please be looking for the instructional plan and also our health and safety protocols. And we really need you to register and make a selection for which model you're going to choose, because we really need that information to finalize our plans. Our teachers will be spending the next 2 weeks practicing health and safety protocols, getting remote online lessons built into Canvas, and preparing to welcome your students back to school. I'm excited. Even though it's going to be a challenging year, there are going to be lots of things that are going to be unforeseen that we're going to have to get through together. I'm excited for our kids and our staff to come back. It's an honor and a pleasure to serve as your superintendent, and as always, it's a great day to be a Wildcat. Thank you.